The coronation. Queen Elizabeth II gleams as she excitedly grasps crown jewels. The coronation aired on BBC One last night and offered a behind-the-scenes look into Queen Elizabeth II's big day. Forming part of the BBC's new Royal Collection season, the show looked back at coronations throughout history. In one scene, joined by royal commentator Alastair Bruce, the Queen excitedly grabbed her crown and pulled it towards herself. Looking at her coronation crown, the Queen said, "Is it still as heavy?" "Yes, it is. It weighs a ton. It's very solid, isn't it?" Alastair asked, "Mom, I don't suppose you've seen it much since the coronation?" The Queen replied, "No, I haven't. Thank goodness." The 91-year-old monarch added, "And it is impossible to tell which is front and back, I suppose. It's identical, I think." For another of the Queen's crowns, Alastair asked if it could be moved closer to the Queen to inspect. Grabbing the crown and pulling it closer, the Queen chuckled, "This is what I do when I wear it." Viewers instantly took to social media, with one tweeting, "Surely she isn't lady handling the crown, lol, brilliant, but then again it is hers. #long live Queen. Wonderful look of glee on her face, superb program #the coronation," added another. A third wrote, "Such a normal thing to do, grab the crown and pull it towards you when you want to have a good look at something." Alastair told how the Queen was surprised at the physical weight of the crown. He explained to Radio Times, the St. Edward's crown was brought to Buckingham Palace at the Queen's command specifically for this filming. When items of the regalia are removed from the Jewel House in the Tower of London, a little card is put in their place that says "in use." What struck me, as the crown was being brought out of its case and brought to the table where the Queen and I were sitting, was the sound of the two pearl beads at the top clinking against the cross. You can hear them in the film. Her Majesty's principal reaction to the crown was a recollection of its physical weight. "I reflected on this, because it must have been an extraordinary moment." He added, aged 27 and facing the responsibility of not putting a foot wrong in a 3-hour ceremony of such significance, the moment of crowning with this £5 crown must have represented a culmination of the coronation's challenge.